Good conduct on the court in tennis is sacred to some players and irrelevant to others. Without further ado, let's get into some 0% sportsmanship moments in tennis. We kick off this video with an incredibly disrespectful moment. Kyrgios faced off against Wawrinka in a tennis match. After Wawrinka was allegedly getting lippy with Nick, he retorted with a devastating attack. Kokkinakis, your girlfriend's sorry to tell you, mate. That must have stung. Kokkinakis and Kyrgios are very close friends. To make matters even worse, it can be difficult to keep your calm on a tennis court, but it is still important to be a role model. After losing this point, Elias Ymer takes his anger out on his racket. However, rather than smashing it into the ground, he sends it into orbit instead. Look at that throw! If he wants to quit tennis, he could easily have a career discus throwing or shot putting. In this clip, Fabio Fognini has 3 match points on his serve against Bernard Tomic. Instead of actually trying, Tomic puts his racket upside down and pretends to try and get the ball back. He was likely to lose, but turning your racket around and not even trying is a complete lack of sportsmanship. Coco Vandeweghe has one of the worst reputations on tour. In this clip, you see why. A ball is called out, but the umpire corrects it, and Coco misses her shot. She claims to have been distracted by the call, which is clearly not true, as she put her hand up to challenge before the call was even heard, and rudely berates the umpire. Really unpleasant behavior from the American. If there's one way to get every tennis fan against you, it's by insulting the ball kids. In this clip, Opelka unleashes obscenities at the ball boys and line judges on court several times. Opelka was justified in his complaints by the way he decided to deal with was horrible. Opelka really makes himself look like a big bully here. John McEnroe was infamous for his angry outbursts on court, and here's a great example of it. After a line call that he disagreed with, McEnroe talks to the umpire, getting more and more annoyed as the conversation goes on. Fed up, he finally shouts, "What the f*** is wrong with you people? Can you not see the ball?" It's a total lack of sportsmanship, but very entertaining. You need popcorn while watching McEnroe. It's not just players that can be unsportsmanlike. In this Wimbledon match between Serena Williams and Heather Watson, the crowd is fully behind the English player, which is to be expected. However, the support becomes disrespectful when the crowd starts raucously cheering Serena's mistakes. Serena got the last laugh as she mounted an incredible comeback, not only against Watson, but also against the crowd. In this unbelievable clip, an unruly fan keeps interrupting the game. After the umpire asks her to stop, she decides to middle finger Rafael Nadal for no apparent reason. Later, she shouts and flips the bird at the crowd before she's thrown out. Luckily, Nadal takes this very well and laughs it off in confusion. Coco again maintaining her reputation. Gazanova's shot on match point was called out, giving Coco the win. She goes to the net to shake hands, but Gazanova wants to check the mark, which was indeed out. Coco takes this badly and then refuses to shake her opponent's hand at the end of the match. I honestly can't comprehend what annoyed Coco enough to not shake hands here. Of course, Nick Kyrgios is featured several times in this video. In this match, the Australian decided to tank the whole match because of the crowd upsetting him. He serves underarm serves before walking away, doesn't even attempt to get balls back, and is doing everything he can to lose the match in a very blatant way. Disrespectful to his opponent, the fans, the tournament organizers, and basically the whole tennis world. Karolina Pliskova is usually a very calm tennis player, showing little to no emotions. In this match, a poor line call against her really frustrates Pliskova. After the handshake, Pliskova takes it too far and attacks the umpire's chair. Poor Sakari, she looks legitimately terrified. In tennis, respecting your equipment, particularly your racket, is expected. Here, Boutet exposes his lack of sportsmanship by not doing that. After losing a point he should have won, the Frenchman annihilates his racket, smashing it on the ground a total of 9 times. To be fair, that is a Hall of Famer racket smash. Look at that passion. Djokovic has been known to get very angry, but he deals with a disrespectful fan very well in this clip. He's about to serve. Novak stops and goes to confront a fan who had been speaking during the points, trying to provoke the Serb. He asks him straight up, "What's your problem?" The fan was escorted out. Props to Novak for dealing with this fan calmly. Toddlers are allowed to throw tantrums. Tennis players are not. After Fish celebrated too early at a point, distracting his opponent, the umpire calls hindrance, awarding Ebden. Fish can't believe it and throws a tantrum with the umpire, despite being completely in the wrong according to the letters of the law. Problems of his own making and a lamentable attitude from Fish. Coco's final appearance in this video takes place in the warm-up. Coco puts in the least possible effort while still respecting the rules so that her opponent doesn't get the chance to warm up. She just pushes the ball back very slowly and even switches hands to play. Once again, a blatant display of immaturity from Vanderway. Alexander Zverev is not known for his cool demeanor. In the match against Mathieu, the umpire overruled the line judge's call. This angers Zverev greatly, who immediately becomes agitated and calls the umpire a fucking moron. In other sports, this would be enough to be disqualified. Not wholly surprising considering the allegations against Zverev. In this clip, Murray insults opponents Lucas Russell. From intentionally knocking over Rafa's water bottles to being generally insufferable. Russell is not well liked on tour, so Murray just plainly tells him that. I always laugh whenever I see this clip. That was our video of the 0% sportsmanship moments in tennis. Which was the most disrespectful moment? What video would you like to see from us next? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time!